March of individual. Move to the right. 3. Right turn.
Ended up becoming the one thing I am most proud of in my life. The greatest son that a father could ever wish for.
You had no right embarrassing my grandson the way you did, when the only thing that he ever did was to love you and give you everything that he had. You had no right.
You found her. Good afternoon.
Just leave him. Just tell him you want a divorce.
Don't you dare! Lying heart.
Mimi niko tayari. Roho ya Kwame lazima tuachane nayo kabisa.
Una uwezo sawa na maadui zako.
Kuna kitu na mwangalifu, msiseme mimi sikuambia.
Ukiwa na shida nitakwambia, tushirikiane.
Mimi nimeshindwa sasa. Sijui hata mama anaugua nini.
Nafikiri umezirai. Uko sawa?
I think I know what is going on.
Really?
Can you tell me what happened? Huh? First they drove you out of the house, and now he's getting a divorce from you? Don't they know that Jack's the one to blame for all of this?
I won't let them get away with any of this.
Ethan's going to face 3 years in prison.
No way! You can't do this to my brother! Thank you. Thank you.
The way I see it, your dad is going to leave all his money to her unborn baby.
It's new, it's different, it's a challenge.
My biggest fear is simple, it's not making it up there.
Another 30 years, maybe another century, and all of that might be gone.
Nice music, eh? Good stuff that will definitely help us walk through the mist and the rain. First objective today is to get up Barranco Wall, which the guides tell us is more intimidating in looks than it actually is to climb. We'll find out how that is. The back's all fixed, sort of. I've been pumped full of painkillers, but that should be enough to get me through the day, I think. So, let's get on, shall we?
The Barranco Wall is a 250-meter high rock face that we slowly ascend. Frankly, it's amazing how the porters and the heavy burdens skillfully navigate their way up. It's wet and it's slippery, and there's a surge in the number of climbers now that we are in the final days of our trek. For 2 more days, we continue walking through some incredible landscapes. We're back on the cusp between climatic zones, so sometimes we're surrounded by lush greenery, other times just volcanic dust and rocks. Throughout our climb, the porters and guides have been heroic. Our team is constantly blown away by what they can provide in what really are fairly hostile conditions. Comfortable camps, great food, and it's always delivered with a smile, even when they're carrying extremely heavy loads.
An army marches on its stomach, and frankly, so do we. And the meals here, frankly, have been absolutely excellent. You not believe what comes out of this particular tent. Let's go check out the conditions in which they actually do cook. This, despite what it might look like, is where 3-course meals get banged out on a daily basis. And it just gives you a sense of, all the odors of home. Garlic being crushed, the meat being sliced up, it's all in here. Your starters, your main course, your dessert. And it's all being knocked out by this excellent team of cooks that we have. Wazee, leo utakula nini?
Leo tutakuwa na vegetable soup. Tutakuwa na pasta with tomato sauce.
Una pasta na tomato sauce leo?
Boiled sweet potato.
Alafu yoni ng'ombe ama ni mbuzi? Ni ng'ombe.
Sosi ya nyama.
Sasa hii yote lazima mbebe hadi huko juu. Ndio. Kileleni.
Ndio.
Ni kilo ngapi yote?
Kwa ujumla?
Kwa ujumla.
Kila ndoo kama hii inakuwa kilo 10.
Kilo 10.
Mtu anabeba ndoo 2, ndoo 20.
Tell you, these guys are amazing and have kept us fed, energetic, getting the job done. To be honest, really, they're the real heroes of this trip, because without them, without this logistical support, none of this will be possible.
Despite their job being extremely tough, not all porters are looked after or paid well. Some earn as little as $5 a day. However, organizations like the Kilimanjaro Porters Assistance Project exist and have made a real difference to the lives of these genuine heroes of the mountain. They try and ensure good conditions, equipment, and pay for all porters. If you're thinking of booking a Kilimanjaro climb, it's hugely important that you check if your company is genuinely affiliated with one of the porter welfare groups.
Right, so this is our early morning ritual, breaking camp, but also making sure that the weight limits aren't exceeded. Each porter can't carry more than 20 kilos. It's happening every single day of camp, and this is basically everything you need to keep us going. Food, clothes, rations, the lot. Now, despite the enormous logistical effort that this involves, this is only one part of what you need to actually keep an expedition of this size running very strongly. Obviously, shooting up here 12,000, 18,000 feet isn't an easy job, and it's a long, long task. So you do need an enormous amount of electricity to pull that off as well. And that's where that little generator comes in, and she's been running the entire time.
Production team think it's a good idea for me to have a taste of what it takes to be a porter up here on Kilimanjaro.
The challenge is a fairly simple one. 100 paces up the hill. What's up? Okay, let's go.
I enjoy it because once I climb like a porter, I get money, and that money they give me, let's say, good life.
Mimi kama mimi inanisaidia kusomesha familia yangu na watoto ambao nasomesha. Kwa hiyo kupitia kazi hii inanisaidia kusomesha watoto na vile vile na kuendelea na ujenzi wangu.
My legs are on fire. It's amazing these guys can do this day in,